know that we are like this and like this. You're going to school, you're going to find X, Y, and Z, but know where you're coming from. They're kind of just trying to tell you that we've given you what we can. So when you
Great. Oh, I love that. Just burst in my mouth.
Treat me sweet and gentle when you hold me tight. Just squeeze me, but please don't tease me.
you reach there and find parents who can give more than your parents can, don't do, things to like try and catch up with this whole era. Exactly. So they try their best, but as kids, we can be raised by the same parents, but we catch different things from our very own parents. I may understand, and they say, "Oh, mommy, she's trying her best." Another one will say, "No way. I think mommy's not trying hard enough. Let me go and maybe, get my money in my own way." So you start stealing. Because you're not content, or you feel like your mom is lying. When you go home, your mom has done this small thing for herself. But you go there and ask for money and they told you, "Oh, when we were short of money, I can't do it now." And then you tell your mom, "You don't have money, but you bought yourself, X, Y, and Z." And we couldn't register that they are just humans too, and they are also just trying to survive this harsh world.
And not everything is about you.
We should forget that parents are parents and everything. So
also human beings, and they need the love.
Exactly.
And
So we just, I think this era is becoming more aware.
We are going to start again. We are going to heal with the Said podcast. Let go, drink that water, eat those vegetables, breathe that air, and settle down. Don't forget to mind your business with the Said podcast. I love an attention shining.
Like right now, if a parent saying, "I want to divorce my husband because, he has been torturing me," the kids back their mama, or they back their parent up. They're like, "Yeah, daddy has been doing this one and Z, mommy has been doing this one and Z." You get, they will not now start saying, "Why are you doing this one and Z?" Because, like how they used to be, like those years, they'll be like, "Oh, mommy, no, why are you going there?" I feel like they would even keep it away from us. We never really know what's happening. That they've gone through a lot. Right now, mommy, if even they'll even tell you, "Mommy, why are you still here? Because why are you even enduring all this?" At least when you leave, you're confident that your kids are not having some mindset, or maybe mommy wanted to abandon us. Some parents are rich enough to custody and everything.
Or co-parent.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I feel like sometimes, I've not been married before, so I don't really know what happens. But this is my take on that. When people kind of separate or divorce, I feel like they should work on how they're going to kind of handle the situation, because there's a lot of bitterness that comes with it. But then I feel like if you leave the relationship, right, there should be some kind of residual friendship there.
I think co-parenting is a new term. It's just coming in. Those days when parents separated, it's brutal.
Yeah.
We sat on a table and decided, we fought, I left. I don't want you talking to your father. If you talk to your father, I'm going to maybe disown you. If you either choose your father or your mother. So they'll put the kids in the middle. You can't choose your mom, you can't choose your dad. So you go with the one who can provide.
No, but see,
and if your dad tells you, if you go with your mother, forget your father. So they make life so hard for kids. So they grow up traumatized. They grow up hating men because they believe their dad made it so hard for their mom. Or their mom made it so hard for their dad. Or they'll blame the mom for abandoning them or the dad. But remember, maybe the dad could afford custody. go to court.
Yeah, no
Take my
one
kids.
looks into
And
that.
I tell court everyone this woman is seeing my kids. And I feed you what I want now. Actually, you're not abandoned. She left us. So I grew up hitting my mom. Then when I maybe later I will understand what actually went down. It's already too late to like men. They could try, but men in a relationship
Yeah. You see, and I know how hard it is to like, find common ground with an ex. It's like one of the hardest things to
I
do.
know, even kids can't help you. I just never want to see this man again.
No, but you see, when you become, I know when you become a parent, I feel like it's like a high, I don't know if you're, most people want to become parents. I think it's like a high calling. Most people take it for granted.
It's a very, very crucial.
And people take it for granted. I feel like when you have children, yes, love yourself, do whatever you're doing, yes, but for some reason you're responsible for this human being. No, somehow you are responsible for this human being.
Not
So,
somehow.
okay, you are definitely responsible for this human being,
Yeah.
and so you need to act accordingly. Like, obviously, go vent, do what, but then at the end of the day, you need to calm down and be like, what is going to be best for what?
That's what I'm saying. Co-parenting is an
Yeah, they want to be best for the children because. And I'm not saying, start liking the other person, but like, I think maybe equal joy, and then if they actually, some people are not interested in like seeing the kids anymore. They are so angry with the partner, they don't even want to know,
Yeah.
that happens and that's sad.
Yeah, because for whichever reason you guys separated, like we forget that these couples are just human, like the rest of us. But then we forget that and now castigate them for the decisions they made. So we just
Only thing that it was also their first time
Yeah.
to leave.
exactly. It's maybe their first marriage, their first husband,
Definitely.
their first everything you get. Because imagine you trusted someone to provide that, and then sorry.
You left so bad.
You trust this person with your 20s, your 30s, and women tend to tie their happiness around their husbands and their marriages. And then when this thing goes south, they're depressed and sad, and suicidal because
Because they literally cut off most of the people
Exactly.
outside this thing and they're prioritizing this
exactly.
You see,
Men are easier because
yeah.
there's a way they always feel like they have options.
No, but see, it's
Like
also.
you can get another
See,
woman.
but it's
But then they will tell you actually when they're leaving, they'll be like, who will love a brother of God?
But it's here, we should kind of
Don't actually say that.
They do.
No, we should kind of pray for individuality. Like, I think if you ever have kids, I think we should teach them to be individuals rather than like a part that needs to be
Yeah.
filled. Because you see, when we have that, it's because you see, it's mindset. No one is born thinking they need to be what? To be like kind of stick
And
to
that's
someone
also
to
to be called.
complete them.
Yeah.
It's like all taught, you get it? It's
Yeah.
all learned. So I feel like if we teach our kids, and I'm not saying like we should be beaten, no. I feel like we should like be our own people before we kind of come
Yeah.
up. Because if you don't have individuality, you easily lose yourself in the relationship. You kind of diffuse in it, and then when it's cut off, you're like a leg. It's like you're just a limb in a relationship.
Yeah.
So when it falls there, it can't, do anything.
And those things usually they affect the ladies the most. Like I say, it's this new generation where now girls are coming up and they know what they want in a man, and they know that I need to still be myself even though I'm married. But you still see societies against it somehow. Like you're supposed to submit to your husband, you're supposed to be
And
that's
the
submission.
society?
Society generally. Like if I put a random person on the street and I ask them a question, it's what they would give me, like that other person, maybe another district in another country. It's a same thing because they believe women, like they say, build your man. You get it's what was expected of you to build your man. Nothing like build yourself around your man or build your things together. Like, build your man. You'll benefit in the future. So really, most of the older generation, that's the kind of marriages they lived. When they tell you their stories, you realize how much this woman gave up for this man to reach where he is.
Yeah. You have to take care of your man.
Yeah.
You come from work, you're very tired.
Lucky.
You have to cook the food. And of course, this guy is probably on his phone.
And they expect you to be 100% in each sector. Go work and give the money to your husband. Then give back to these kids and take care of them. My work is to give you money. If I told you even giving it to me.
No. You see, I appreciate, that's very valid. Yes. But also, there is men that are usually also like going through it sometimes. Although, like, it doesn't, this is the thing with, like, when a lady will say, women are going through it or what, the reason some men get very defensive is because in their heads, when you're trying to uplift a group that have been kind of like out, like marginalized for a while, for them it feels like, they're attacking them, but that's not what it is. We can have someone trying to have women, women, uplift them and also uplift men. It doesn't have to be one or the other, So I feel like that's where that gets
That's the new generation. I'm talking about the new generation because if you go with that mindset to a person older, I'm arguing in class, I'm sitting in class and I'm telling these guys, this is the kind of man I want. And then they're like, are you sure you get that man? Maybe you're going to live a desperate life. Maybe you're going to be a second wife. You get? And they're giving you these answers because in their heads, that cannot be. A woman cannot choose who they want. The man chooses you, and you fit into who they want. Yeah. And I'm now saying, I'm going against what they know. And they were so livid about it. And I'm like, guys, why are you? It's okay, you married, you settled, and I'm happy for you. But that I cannot now just curate my story around yours because by the time we got married, X and Y was going on.
It's just explain, it's not one or the other.
Exactly.
Like we're trying to, kind of listen to, this side is marginalized. We're trying to kind of, find a way out. But also this side, we can also have solutions for the other side too. It's like how when you care for your kids. When you have children, right? One gets malaria. Who are you going to, kind of be around all the time or monitor the one that's got sick? But it doesn't mean that you don't like the other one. You still like.
That's why. Also, family is very important in this happiness journey because usually we're not born one or two. We're usually and you may be 3, 4, 5. Then your parents bring in relatives, cousins, friends of friends. So you may realize in a household you're 7 children, but actually only 3 belong to the couple that is hosting, and these others are just people from elsewhere. So you learn to just teach people to love each other and appreciate their uniqueness.
Say I want to be tested for sickle cell trait. I'm seeing someone. You don't even have to be seeing someone. Just know for yourself. When you're getting into those situations, and
So I'm grateful for the life he's given me. I'm so grateful.